Guys, we have 7 minutes with these purple belts to kind of get the sub.
We got Andrew in the spats and Brian in the shorts. Brian sits.
Brian sits immediately. He's reaching for the hand control. It's a little harder to get the wrist control. A lot of people go go behind the knees. Meise sets up what looked like a cartwheel or kind of like a step over pass, jumping out to the side.
Pretty acrobatic there.
Some might not expect that at 2:05.
Very nice. We got to see some subs here. Great way to start the match.
Yeah, so far we have Meise passing on the knees. Looks like he's going to be looking to get his opponent flat to the mat. So my thing is like whenever you have someone in guard, if they are sitting up, you want to get them on their back. And if their back goes to the floor, you want to typically look to get their feet smashed to the floor. A little reset in this back to the center.
I like how they respect each other enough to go back to the center. We got that 2-on-1 from Guevara.
Yeah,
Comes up.
Oh, looks like he will try to go for like an overhead. It looks like he's setting up a hook sweep, looking to off balance.
Plenty of time here. We got 7-minute match.
Yeah, it's great. You have so much time for activities. Well, Step Brothers dad joke.
Yeah, no one got
If you don't get it, grow up. Oh,
nice
Meise with the pass. Not
good in control, but very nice attempt.
Guevara is able to keep composure. Looks like he's back to like a seated butterfly guard. Yeah, he's got the left side underhook. Gonna snap his head down. Meise doesn't have that. He just pops right back up to the feet. Like I said, typically, if you're me, you're going to see me try to get their back to the mat or lift a leg up off the floor. It's like we have Meise in half guard. Typically, when you see half guard, a lot of guys are going to fight for the Kimura or other side underhook here. Guevara is actually, if you watch him the past 2 times, he sits up to his knee like a combat base, 1 knee, 1 foot. He's looking for Meise to come back into him to get momentum to sweep. Meise probably pretty knowledgeable of that. Ooh, Meise recovers from an almost dummy sweep. Dummy sweep is when they have both feet behind the ankles and pushes them backwards. Guevara gets to a single leg X, going to a reap. Looks like he's setting up an ankle lock. Oh, has the knee bar. Oh, looks pretty uncomfortable, but Meise is all chilling.
Meise was ready to get out of bounds and come back in. Wasted no time.
Yeah, it's defending the leg locks. I guess now he's looking to drive his head and arm forward, making his legs a little harder to reach. If you notice, his head and arm are past his feet and knee line. Guevara being very offensive when given the opportunity. He's back up to the feet, back to the center.
Nice slap and bump. Respect for these guys.
Yeah, no fake high fives. Kind of a jerk move, right? Oh, looks like he's Meise is setting up an over-under pass. Guevara's sitting to counter that. Looks like he's trying to get his head. What Meise wants to do is get his head and arm on the opposite side of his legs. He's able to slip out of that guillotine. I don't think it was too tight, but with that chin strap, he's able to at least threaten the submission, getting the closed guard.
So if we're going by submission attempts, it looks like Guevara is up.
Guevara.
But I feel like Meise is being a little bit more aggressive. So as long as he gets up in there with the submissions too, we'll see what happens. But hopefully we could see a submission tonight on this. Ooh, nice triangle.
Guevara got his head out. So
Meise is doing such a good job of just getting out of these submissions.
Yeah, I mean, he's not able to probably execute what he wants right away, but he's really good at being ahead of the game, countering, not being phased or anything, or shocked by any sub attempts. He's been here before, probably done that.
Seems like one of those guys that you have to really try to submit.
Yeah, Meise. We have
Guevara's getting it. He's
minute 40 left.
not wasting any time.
Let's see.
His coach is screaming, "Get up!"
Yeah, well, looks like Meise has the
That's all it
Kazagatami.
takes.
Guevara goes to turtle, back to side control. Like I said, no points. So where can you defend more?
Yeah. And like I said, he could be more aggressive and positionally more.
Guevara keeping that forearm frame on the hip, not allowing Meise to close distance here. Looks like he's going to time his escape whenever he feels fit. Looks like kind of rushed that mount entry by Meise. Guevara is able to kind of get his knee in between. Anton setting these guys up to the middle. That's the ref, by the way. SAS team. Black belt.
Very nice guard pull to entry for an ankle. What? Meise got the counter with the head and arm.
Yeah, Meise looks like the head and arm. So this is, I guess, in some way considered neutral, but, you know, Meise can set up a choke, head and arm choke, or a back attack at any point, so we'll see what happens here. Meise has 20 seconds left. Be trying to attack the sub right away.
He's got to come up on them sub attempts because Brian here is doing a phenomenal job of attempts.
We have 10 seconds left. It's like Guevara sprawls, gets a head and arm. He's reaching for the far leg. Trying to neutralize the single leg.
It's going to go to decision. Another match that I do not want to be a ref for.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that we didn't get a finish, but it was a very exciting match. You always want to at least say you did your best to sub the guy, you know?
Absolutely. Non-stop submission attempts by these guys.
And a split decision.
Guevara